So all my work is self-portraiture, and it's all based somewhat on me and my experiences related to my trans and queer identity. So some very directly, like the self-portraits, kind of tracking change and also slightly aggrandizing these singular moments through the transition. And then others much less direct, like the landscapes, where I'm kind of referring back to early 19th century American landscape painting, kind of the ideology behind that, and related to kind of a current Christian culture background, like my background, and kind of renegotiating my relationship with these ideas. So some are much more direct than others. I've been kind of looking at the Hudson River School of Painters quite significantly, and thinking about the relationship between the individual and the landscape, and kind of these ideas of, well, the people being very tiny, and having the landscape very overwhelming the person, and thinking about how they can't really enter the spaces because of that kind of sense of sublime, kind of that danger of God, manifestation of God in these spaces, and kind of the insignificant of the individual. I think that's kind of the main thing that I really held on to at the Hudson River School, is that kind of idea and honor of sacrificing one's selfhood for the glory of God in those spaces. That's how I read it. And so thinking about that idea of sacrificing selfhood and the idea of purity, and then relating that to my Christian upbringing, and trying to kind of renegotiate my relationship with those ideas, and seeing kind of those ideologies really tying in together, even though the intention wasn't necessarily the same. I think that there is some really interesting ties. And so by placing myself in such a mass quantity in these spaces, trying to kind of shift the landscape's weight quite a bit, and just allowing for these to become almost this playground where I'm entering into it, I'm kind of exploring myself in it, I'm exploring the landscape, becoming part of nature, but also, because it's multiplied, it is this kind of contradictory part of nature. Like, it doesn't really exist, but it does.
So why are there so many yous?
Well, to overwhelm the landscape, for sure. I mean, I think that one person, I think I would get lost in it, and then I wouldn't really be, the weights would still be.
But you could put more people in that aren't you.
Yeah, but no, it's about kind of this personal exploration. Like, it needs to be me, and I wanted to get kind of different interactions.
It's interesting that you're using yourself to get to that place. And you're using different compositional strategies too. I mean, some of them are exiting the picture plane over here, which is nothing you would ever see in any kind of, in a Hudson River School or in Aikens.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to think about the space and think about how this is one scene, but I am elsewhere at other times. And with this particular painting, there's a second one, which unfortunately I don't have here because it's in New York, but where it's the same scene, but it's actually a close-up, and it's taken from the other side of the lawn. So it's kind of like, not only am I in different locations while this is happening, but also I'm from different perspectives. So then, really quick, I did do some small paintings as part of the same series. From going on the trip, there were so many of these kind of more intimate moments that I really couldn't get in the larger landscapes. So
were you on that trip by yourself?
I was, yeah.
Really?
It was amazing. Yeah, 3 months, just one place to the next, all by myself. It was incredible. I probably went to about 26 different locations.
Wow.